We're gonna play with the color of the year, and that is purple. And you can see we're using a whole combination of lavenders mixed with a darker purple, and we're pulling that out of all three of our ribbons. The bow we're gonna make today is all using 1.5-inch ribbons, and we are really gonna be pulling out the black for a really great contrast in this bow. And of course, we're going to put some of my signature fun plaid. You know how much I love plaid. We're going to pop that in, and we're going with this gorgeous palette, y'all. Oh man, if you don't want to miss another bow making video, you better get on our text list at 832-734-5201. Just text us VIP. We'll put you on the list, and we'll send you a coupon for your very first order. All right, are you ready? Come on, let's have some fun. I can't wait to play with this ribbon. And what I want to do is start with my base. And when I look at the colors that we're going to use today, I usually like to break up the two dominant colors. So this is the black is pretty dominant, so I'm going to break that up. And I want the floral to the front, since we're going to be using a bunch of these beautiful florals in a piece together. And I'm going to start with the black and white in the background. So we're going to pull that off to the side. I'm going to load that over here on my spool holder and start off with my tails. I like for my tails to be, on this particular design, we're going to go with about 16 inches. So we're going to go from the 8 to the 8. And then I'm just going to angle cut this to get this puppy started. And I am going to put in, let's do 3 loops on the back. Let's make this a really gorgeous bow, and I'm going to go all the way out to 7. So 7 and twist. 7 over here on the right, twist. And we'll keep pulling the ribbon off the spool, y'all. But I am excited to be, making something beautiful with you today, and I hope you're finding the inspiration in what you're watching to make something beautiful for your home. Sometimes as makers, we're always making and giving everything away. As moms, we have a tendency to do that. We're taking care of everybody else. But today I'm giving you permission to make something for you. And I sure hope this inspires you to do that, because you deserve something beautiful for your home as well. Okay, 3 loops on either side, 2 tails hanging down, and these are both at 16 inches. So now we're ready to put on our next layer. And we're going to build this up right from the back. So our next layer is our plaid, okay? And we're going to bring this plaid in basically the same way. I'm going to start with a tail that's a little bit shorter, probably about 15, 14. It's a little bit shorter. Then I'm going to hold my 2 fingers in the middle. And now we're going to do 2 loops. All right, and these are going to be a little bit shorter at 6.5. So I'm going to twist that when it comes to the center, and then I'm going to hold it, and 6.5, and twist and hold. And we're going to keep bringing those in till we are flat out loopy. Yeah, it's the only time you're allowed to be loopy. You're not going to get in trouble. I'm sorry for the bad jokes today. Oh. Okay, I'm going to cut this at the angle on the left side. So see how they make that cute little V in the center? I love that little detail. Now we're going to bring in the really pretty floral. So this one's got those pretty purples that are in the plaid, and then we've got that black in the background. And now we're going to bring this baby in. So I'm going to trim that off, and we're going to let her tails go in, and they'll be a little bit shorter. So you're going to see they just kind of stagger up as we're making them. Put my right hand forward, left hand back, hold that in the center, and I am going to really want to pop this. So I'm going to put in, we're going to do 3 loops, this time at 6. So we are going to have a beautiful, really full bow. And it's going to be screaming flower power. Yeah. Because, of course, I love it to have the flowers in it. All right, let's bring the other one over, twist it. So this recipe on this bow is a 3-2-3. We're going to finish up with 3 loops in the foreground here, and we're just building that right up. If you're not in design school, when I talk about the recipe of a bow, it talks about the layers per side. in there. So if you're interested in joining us in class, where every week I'm teaching floral designs and wreath making, swag making, garlands, all that kind of stuff, I would love to have you in there. Come join us at keleasdesignschool.com, or if you're already on the text list, just text us school and we'll get you a link so you can come join us in class. Our big beautiful bow is all pretty and ready to roll. I am starting by putting a cable tie behind and just pulling that up to add a little pressure. Once I do that, the fun part is going to begin, where we are going to fluff this puppy up, okay? So I'm going to take these two fingers and rotate that behind where I've got that between my fingers. And now just take your time, fluff it up. Fluff it up. The neat thing about being in design school and getting in before it closes for the spring season is you get discounts on your orders, and it allows you to get first access to new products. And of course, every time I put a new video out, it is password protected for you to have access first in design school, and you are able to have exclusive videos just for class. Now I'm going to bring this in and get this tight. All right, now trim off that little piece that's poking up, because we don't need that one. And it's up to you at this point what you want to put in the center, but look, this is so fun. So fun and oversized. Bows are just really hot right now, and oversized, lots of loops, lots of whimsical tails, really, really popular. So I think I'm going to use the plaid just in the center, because I think we have a lot of nice of the black doing its job in there. I normally would pick probably the background ribbon, but I'm going to use this plaid in there. I think it's going to look great. So I'm just going to cut a little strip of that. 10 or 12 inches. It makes it easy to work with. And you're just going to fold this on itself. Get a pattern you like. It's kind of coming forward. I like that darker purple a little bit better. So let me just, I'm going to flip it over and get that darker purple. And look, I can even take the edge and let it be up front. Like take the edge of the ribbon. You can have so much fun doing that little detail in the middle of the bow. I love accenting with it. Okay, it's in. Isn't this gorgeous? I can't wait for you guys to see this on the wreath we're using it on. I think you're gonna love it. So make sure you ask here in the comments for the rest where we end up using the bow, and we'll be happy to show you that and give you a link so you can go watch that video too. But wow, it's stunning. I love it. All right, Blue Merinos, y'all go have fun with flowers and of course ribbon. See you next time. Bye everybody.